Hello. Hi guys, how are y'all doing? I know it has been an extremely long time since I have done a live stream. Honestly, I'm on my StreamYard on my phone, so I don't know if I have anybody here. I don't know how many people I have here. And if nobody comes in, that's okay. Um, things have been absolutely crazy for me as far as work goes and home life goes, and I just have not had time to do any kind of a live stream, like, at all, whatsoever. Um, Unfortunately, I've missed you guys, seriously. Unfortunately, this new job literally has sucked up all of my time. If I'm not there, I'm literally here. I'm cooking dinner. I'm getting in as much family time as I possibly can. And I just have not had time for a live stream at all. But that being said, Metalhead and Mini Metalhead decided kind of last minute that they were going to go to the Alice Cooper show here in town tonight. Um, and that gave me time to live stream for you guys and um kind of chat with you a bit. So, sorries. For some reason somebody was like just on my doorbell or whatever. So, let me see here. Craig's Catfish, hello. The Nano Aquarium guy, hello. Jeff Kane, hello. 3G, hello. Gabriel's Glass Boxes, hello. I appreciate all of you coming in. Hopefully, you guys can hear me and see me and all of that good stuff. Okay, like I said, I'm using my phone. I decided to come upstairs and kind of give you guys like a live view of the 40 breeder. This is housing all of my bettas, some neon tetras, some Cory cats, some plecos. But I thought I would give you guys like an actual firsthand view of how it's doing. So hopefully you guys can hear me and see me and all of that stuff okay. Jenna P, hello. Thank you guys so much for coming in. MNC Aquatics, hi. Gabriel says AV good. Okay, good. So I actually, not that you guys probably really care too much, but I have it's a Samsung flip phone. It's the Galaxy Flip 3, so it's like your new age flip phone, and I actually have it like literally it's sitting like this in front of me right now so that I have the camera on me, but I'm not necessarily seeing comments. So I'm going to do what I can. But this is actually helping to kind of keep my camera sort of in line somewhat. I can attempt to talk quieter for you, Nathan. I apologize. I am just, in general, I am a loud person, so I have a hard time with my volume button sometimes, like in person. If there is even anybody here, Jenna has met me in person. I'm just generally a very loud person. I will try to tone it down for you guys and not make it like super uncomfortable, obnoxious loud. Craig says my light arrived yesterday. That's awesome. Hopefully it's working good for you. I actually was just talking to Metalhead earlier. I need to get a plant light for this guy back here because it is, I mean, right now not super heavily planted, but all of those plants are going to take off. They're going to do super, super good. And I actually, product plug, I'm not being sponsored by these guys at all, but I don't know if you have heard of the 2 Hour Aquarius, but I dropped it. I got this stuff that we sell at work that is actually plant nutrition. Um, It's not necessarily cheap, but Kelly Foreman told me that if you're not running CO2, this is good stuff to use. So I've been using it in this tank for like 4 or 5 days, and it's amazing. Craig, you're welcome for that giveaway. I'm so glad that we were able to do something for our friends and followers overseas. I'm so, so happy that we were able to do that. Nathan is a super loud person as well. Yeah. No, you're right. And that is what volume buttons are for. Like I said, I really am a loud person, but I will do the best that I can to keep it toned down for you guys because that's just me in general. I like myself to be heard. So, fishfam.link, hello. Dave Farrell, hello. Oh my gosh, I miss you. I cannot wait, you guys, until September when I get to see some of the people that I'm seeing in chat in person. The Farrells, I miss the Farrells so much. The Peas, I can't wait to see them again. I cannot wait to see Kelly Foreman is going to be there, which is awesome. I mean, she lives in town. I can see her whenever, but it's going to be so cool to see her there. Bex and Kyle, Annette, there's so many people that I just cannot wait to see at the Clash again, and I am literally counting down the time until that happens. Crown Tail Half Moon, hello. Gabriel, yes, you're the other one that won on that giveaway, and I'm so glad that it benefited you as well. We absolutely enjoy doing the giveaways. We can't do them all the time. We can't, but to hit that 400 subscriber milestone, and we're trying to get to 5 before the Clash because that saves us money. We are already registered. We both registered as fish tubers. More than likely, the Metalhead Prime channel is going to hit 500 before September. I won't. So if I have to pay that additional $25 because I didn't, that's okay. We still saved money and we're still going to have an absolute blast. So anybody and everybody that you can possibly think of that you might be interested, see if you can't get them to subscribe to Metalhead Prime because we need to be at 500 by September 1st. I believe right now he is at like 415, 418, something around there. Again, I'm on my phone. I can't look and tell you guys at the same time, but I know that we're getting close. We're getting close and we should be able to hit that milestone by September 1st. I'm hoping, but if we don't, it's an additional $50 that we're going to have to pay. Do I want to pay that? Absolutely not. If I can save that $50, I want to save that $50. But if we have to pay it, we'll pay it. No big deal. No big deal at all. Yes, Gabriel. I remember on one of Metalhead streams, either Friday, I think it was Friday, that you talked about getting those pumps. And I'm so glad that you did because those rechargeable backup pumps are so great to have if you don't have a generator. We should probably follow suit with you and do the same thing with 28 fish tanks in this house. We need some kind of a backup plan for when we lose power. Dave Farrell 416. Thank you for letting me know. Thank you so much. I could be downstairs on his laptop and I could be more than likely I could be uninterrupted and I could have access to all of that. But again, I wanted you guys to see my 40 breeder because I haven't been able to do any kind of updates on it, for one. And two, it's way more quiet up here. I don't have to worry about being interrupted by cats or dogs or anything like that. So, yes. Muppet, hello. Thank you so much for coming in. I appreciate you guys coming in because this really was a last minute pop up, but right now I have the time and I can do it and not be interrupted and I can kind of focus on you guys. And hopefully I will be able to go back to my regular scheduled programming on Saturdays at 2 p.m. in 2 weeks. For those of you that are here, I'll let you know because it is official. It is happening. I put in my 2 weeks at the fish store. Things are not working out there the way that I thought they would. I was deceived, if I'm being honest. I was completely deceived about the way things were going to be run and about the way things were going to go. And it's just not working for me anymore. So I put in my 2 week notice and I am going back to the job that I left to go to the fish store. Um, they absolutely want me back. They've already sent me everything that I need to get the ball rolling to go back. Basically, all I have to do is take a drug test, prove to them that I'm good to go on that. I'm starting pretty much with the same seniority in the same position at the same pay rate. I just have to wait 90 days for my insurance and my PTO to start back over, but that's okay. That is completely okay because that job was stress free. I enjoyed the people that I worked with. I miss the people that I worked with. And so, yeah, um, I'm thankful that I got the experience and I got to learn what it means to work in a fish store and deal with the aquatic community, whether they're up here in their knowledge or they're all the way down here in their knowledge. That part of it was a great experience. It taught me a lot about the fact that not everybody is on the same level when it comes to fish keeping. So, um, I have that experience under my belt, and if I wanted to venture back into working in a fish store, I could. But the problem is that was the only mom and pop store we had left in this area. I don't want to go to a corporate fish store. So I'm going back to what I know and what I loved and what I probably should have never left to begin with. Because if I'm being honest, I was lied to a lot, a whole lot. Um, they literally blew so much smoke to entice me into coming, and it all sounded great. It all sounded phenomenal. I thought it was going to be way better than what it actually is. So, um, starting like the 16th of this month, I will be back to my other job, and that's a Monday through Friday, 7 to 4. I will be able to talk to you guys every single Saturday. So you will have me Friday night on the double tap. You will have me Saturday on my stream. You will have me Monday for the mayhem. I'm coming back on a regular basis, you guys. Sorry, I had to flip this up so that I can look this again. Um, So, I'm seeing some of you aren't mods. I apologize. You guys have, I don't think I can do it here. I cannot. So, um, I will moderate some of you guys the next time I'm actually on his laptop. I will. I will definitely mod a lot of you guys. No, Craig, you're right. Sneaky lies. They told me so many things that they claimed were going to happen, and it just no. It didn't work out, unfortunately. Jeremy, hello. Okay, sorry. I was just making sure I had everything. I wanted to be caught up on all of the comments. So yeah, like if you guys give me like 2 weeks and that's provided, I'm let's just say I'm trying really hard to finish out the 2 weeks for the sake of the manager who is there now. Because she's not treated any better than I am. But I can't guarantee that I'm gonna make it. I want to. I absolutely want to because I'm not one of those people that just throws everything up in the air and walks away. Can I? Absolutely. I could not show up at this place tomorrow and go to my old place the same day if I wanted to. But that's just not me. Um, so we'll see what happens. I don't know. We'll see what happens. And Craig, you're correct. I'm glad that, because I've only been at the fish store, I want to say 5 weeks, maybe six. So I'm glad that they pretty much immediately started showing their true colors and that it wasn't something where down the line things started to get really, really, really bad. Um, yeah. Jeff, again. And if I'm being honest, and I'm not even trying to sound conceited here or, like I have a big head or anything, but to be honest, with the knowledge that I have as far as keeping fish goes and, proper tank maintenance and all of that, they're still not paying me what they should. They're not. Are they paying more than other fish stores in town? Maybe. I don't know. I've never tried to go anywhere else. But I can tell you that the manager or acting manager, whatever, they want her to manage this store, but they're paying her the same amount of money that I'm making. And she goes through so much more than I do. We're finding out really quick that they don't care about their employees like I was told. I put in my 2-week notice, and ever since then, the regional manager who is in town right now has been treating me like crap. So, I mean, it tells you that they really don't value their employees like they told people they do. I I got lied to a lot, and it's okay. It's fine. If that's what they want to do to people, whatever. Muppet, thank you. Yeah, my last day, I put in and told them that my last day will be Mother's Day, but I probably won't even work that if we're being honest. So we'll see. IHSP. Hello, ma'am. Let me see here. No, Jeremy, it's not a Petco or a PetSmart. Um, it literally is a mom and pop. It was a mom and pop before the new people bought it. It was literally a local fish store, not corporate owned. It was completely private. It was a husband and wife who ran it for 23 years. It was the greatest place in town, cheapest place in town that you could go and get anything, literally anything. If you needed feeder fish, if you wanted to buy bulk food instead of buying it in the container, all of that. These new owners did away with so much and they have raised their prices so much that the store is now starting to lose business. And it's really unfortunate because they have had a customer base for 23 years. And a lot of these people are coming in and seeing everything and going, no, I can buy it cheaper on this website. I can go to this store and buy it cheaper. And so it's kind of heartbreaking because you're kind of seeing the downfall of this place because someone else came in and they want to run it like they run their other stores. And they have to understand the demographic they're in at this specific location is not going to work in the other states that they have stores. But you can't tell them that. We've tried and they won't listen. So I don't know. I probably shouldn't talk too much trash about them though. Um, Jeff Kane, I think I talked to somebody about this already and what the co-op pays their people. And listen, I'm going to be completely honest with you. As just an associate in a store who does not have any extra responsibilities, I make $18 an hour, which that's great because I think most of the locations here don't pay that. So, it's not bad pay, but it's too much crap. It's too much crap for what they want to pay. Jesse, you are so funny because I know that you guys in Metalhead stream have seen Jason Herstead come in. Jason is like my big brother, my big cuddly do not mess with me brother. And I came home yesterday before Metalhead stream just cussing in tears, like so aggravated. And he told me that if I needed him to, he would have gone in that store today and put the fear of God in somebody. And I'm like, no, listen, it's really not worth it. It's fine. I'm going to get through it. I'm going to be okay. Um, but I appreciate it. I really do. Jeremy, that's a good point. Cheap tanks. Well, that's the other thing. Like the beta system that they have in that store right now, we said, hey, when you get something new, we would be interested in buying that. And now all of a sudden they're changing their mind. Like communication sucks in that place. Like, let me just say that. Coro, you are correct. They absolutely capitalize on you having the knowledge and the compassion, but I think at the same time, they hope that you're dumb enough to not understand your worth and not ask for what you feel you're worth, which is very sad. But again, I probably shouldn't talk a lot of crap because there's a chance this could be seen by any of them. But at this point, I don't think that I really care. Like, I'm so bitter about the way things have been going for the last couple of weeks that I really don't care anymore. I have a job to fall back on. So if they see this and they want to fire me, I guess so be it. I just kind of like a public service announcement. Understand that this place really doesn't treat their people the way they should. IHSP, I am going back to the job that I left to go to the fish store where I was actually showing my self-worth and I was moving up the totem pole and had gotten several raises, and I was being treated the way I deserve to be treated. These people don't do that at all. The job that I'm going back to is less money, but I have always been a firm believer that money isn't everything. Your happiness and your mental well-being are what matter. And at my previous job, very rarely was I stressed out. Very rarely. I looked forward to going in every day. I looked forward to spending 9 hours of my day with these people. They give away free hockey tickets and free baseball tickets for our local sports teams. In the summertime, they would grill out for us once a month. In the wintertime, they would do employee appreciation dinners or lunches for us. This company that I'm going back to that I never should have left, they value their people. And that's what matters. Kelly Foreman, hello. Hi, ma'am. Yes. So I am going back to where I left. And I do regret leaving that job to go to the fish store, but at the same time, I'm thankful that I learned a little bit more. I learned about the aquatic community, and I definitely learned that not everybody has the same knowledge, and you can feed someone an entire encyclopedia on how they need to take care of their tank and how they should not put this fish with this fish. And sometimes they really just don't give a shit, and they will buy that fish anyway. Eakins, hello. Silver Creek, hello. You guys, thank you so much for coming in. Okay, listen, Kelly, if I wasn't live streaming right now, I would be going and getting some of that shrimp fried rice, ma'am. Yeah, Jesse, I mean, Metalhead and I, honestly, when this specific store went up for sale, we thought about trying to do anything and everything we could to get a loan to buy it. Now I'm kind of glad we didn't. Like, I'm seeing what it takes, and I'm glad we didn't. I have neglected fish tanks since I started working there because I have my hands in water now all day long with fish. And you do that all day long, and then you come home and you look at your fish tanks and you're like, absolutely not. No, I'm not doing any more of this today. And then they suffer. And that's not fair. And working at a fish store should be a relaxing, happy experience. And it has not been for me, not over the last at least 3 weeks. So, yeah. Yes, previous job definitely is going to appreciate me even more. I can tell you that. Kelly, I know you would feed me, but I'm not coming over there now. Goodness gracious. What kind of ice cream, Muppet? What kind of ice cream you eating? I want to know. Hello, Patty. I'm so glad I got to use that on my own stream. That's great. Gabriel, a lot of those places like your PetSmart, Petco, Pet Supplies Plus, they won't hire you if they feel like you have too much knowledge. At least in my region, I feel like if you know anything about fish, you don't fit in at those places at all. At all. Sandy Dowdy, hello. Patty, we play that every single chance we get, and I will continue to do it until the day I no longer live stream. I'm going to keep playing that intro, and I don't care who it pisses off because it brings me joy and it makes me dance. So, anytime you are in my live stream, expect that intro, ma'am. I may even be a smartass and play that shit at the Keystone Clash when I see you. I'm just saying. Just saying. Okay, so I noticed that my camera is showing this is like kind of foggy. So I don't know if I can kind of show you guys just a little bit better. Sort of, kind of. This is my 40 breeder sorority tank. And of course, not a single one of my females wants to be seen right now because, whatever. But it's doing great. And the 2 hour Aquarist that I have been pumping into it for plant nutrition has been doing phenomenal for it. So pretty excited about that. Patty does dance around. She does. IHSP says, wait, is that the one? What are you referring to? I don't know if you're speaking to someone in chat or if you're speaking to me. Too much going on in the chat. Trying to make sure that I have this kind of to where You guys can kind of see it, but kind of probably not really. And if I turn the overhead light off, you're really not going to see anything. You're talking to me, oh, about the 40 breeder, my sorority? Yes. So I I don't know, guys. Um, I don't know if I can. Give me just hold, please. Um, Sorry, I'm trying to see. There we go. Okay, so here you guys go. I have a little ivory mystery snail in there. There's actually a female right there. Yep. She's coming up to say hello. There she is. Oh, she's presenting herself good. Here's another female. They're actually super interactive, super pretty. I've got another female up here. That's a Molly. So yeah, I have my female bettas in here. I've got some neon tetras. I've got one single Molly, some zebra danios that are kind of all over the place, and then every single plant that is in this tank came from Kelly Foreman. Well, I take that back. That one is Aquarium Co-op. And my other ivory mystery snail right there in the corner. But every single plant, no, the Anubias that came from work. Other than that, every single plant in here came from Kelly Foreman. And yeah. Um, I love the center path, and I had a great idea for it, except for I have Corys in here as well, and they keep knocking this dark substrate into all of this rock. So I have to figure out a better way to keep them from doing that. But yes, my sorority is thriving and it's doing great. And that is what I'm using my 2-hour Aquarist plant nutrition in. And it's just doing phenomenal. So, yes, I am so super happy with the way that tank came out. And it actually did turn out the way I envisioned, which does not happen very often at all. See if I can. There we go. Okay, cool. Yeah, it doesn't happen the way you want to very often, but this tank really, I mean, it is absolutely thriving and they're doing phenomenal. Gabriel says we have a 3 beta sorority with 2 black coaches, a lot of Java Fern and Hornward doing well on a 10. Thinking of adding a couple more females. So take this for what you will, but Lisa at KG Tropicals told me that it is 1 female for every 5 gallons. This is a 40 gallon, so I literally maxed it out as far as my female betas. I have 7 in there, so I didn't max it out. But rule of thumb should be 1 female for every 5 gallons. Personally, I don't think I would add any more in there. It's a risk that you're going to take if you do it. Yes, Kelly, pesky Corys. Actually, Nathan, that's a really good idea. And I do actually have rock lining each side of it, but the problem is the substrate itself, which is stratum. I've got it kind of at an incline coming down toward the middle, and so maybe I just need to get more of the this stuff. Of course, it's upside down, but it's a stony river. Maybe I do still have like a half a bag, but I could probably build it up more. So I am thinking about that. But I mean, and I did think about that too. Like the lids are like greenhouse plastic or whatever, because they're like handmade, hand cut lids, whatever you want to call it. And I could do that too, but my problem is Corey's can be destructive. And I'm afraid that even if I did that, they're going to knock things around to where you're even going to see that stick out. And then that kind of looks tacky. And so I need to find some kind of a really good carpeting plant. And we had a bunch of it at work. We had pearlweed, which I wanted to get, and everybody bought it out before I could buy it. And now that I'm leaving, I don't know if we're going to have another plant order come in before my last day. So I have to figure that part out. Patty says PetSmart just sent her an email for $3 off of gravel. So check your inboxes. I'll have to check mine. Silver Creek, yes. And that, okay, so that was the other thing because it's only one layer of the white rocks that are kind of dividing everything. And I thought about maybe getting another set, for a lack of a better phrase, and stacking them to make it better. So, I mean, I don't know. We'll see. We will see. Okay, that is so much better. All right, cool. Xanadu, hello. Thank you guys so much for coming in. I really am only going to do this probably for an hour because I do have to keep an eye on Metalhead and Mini Metalhead at the concert and make sure that I can get them an Uber to get them back home and they don't have to sit and wait forever and ever and ever. Because they did Uber. We did make sure that they took an Uber to get there and we're going to get them back. So hopefully Mini Metalhead is having the time of her life. I know that when Metalhead and I went and saw Alice Cooper, which I'm pretty sure Mini Metalhead was a baby when we did that, it was a great show. So I'm hoping that he still has it and, you know, that it's still a badass show because we're trying to get her to all of the cool shows before all of these older people retire. Silver Creek, they are at Alice Cooper. Yes. Yes. And last week, she and I went and saw Shinedown and 3 Days Grace. And wow. I totally spaced it on the third band. But anyway, we went and saw Shinedown and 3 Days Grace last Thursday. And now this week, they are at Alice Cooper. So Nano, she literally is a metalhead to the T. We're talking, you know, metal band, she loves them. She's finding metal bands that I have never heard of before, but you know, she's into even Alice Cooper and Ozzy, and she's into all of it. So yeah. Yes, Patty. Actually, school is out for her at the end of this month, but still, I get it. Yes, school is out. Yeah. So she's the one that's into all of the metal, and we are literally taking her to every single show we can. And for the record, From Ashes to New was the third band. So it was 3 Days Grace, Shinedown, and From Ashes to New. But anyway. I still kind of want to know what shows you're going to, Kelly. Like, I'm into more than just metal. Josh is the one that's a full metalhead. You got 100 pounds of new brown colored gravel for $16 at Walmart? Wow. Okay. My fiance surprised me with tickets to Aftershock in Sacramento this year. We're going to see like everyone, it seems like. Yes. See, and that's the problem. Like, it seems like all of the really, really, really cool bands that were like, oh my God, yes, are going to places that we can't afford to travel to. Thank God Alice Cooper has always been adamant about making sure that he visits Indiana. Thank God. Because some of these out of state concerts, there's just absolutely no way in hell that we could do it. I'm glad that Slipknot came to Indiana for me to take Mini Metalhead because I don't think we would have been able to afford a Slipknot show out of state. You're talking gas, food, hotel, concert tickets. No, no, um, just no. Let's see. Kelly still hasn't answered. Anyway, I mean, yeah, I'm literally not just a metalhead. Last year for my birthday, the Goo Goo Dolls came to town to our theater area, which is for like the smaller shows and whatever. Um, and I really, really, really wanted to go. Metalhead is not into that kind of music at all, like none whatsoever. So I thought, okay, fine, I'll just go to the show alone. Well, then Mini Metalhead was like, Mom, I like the Goo Goo Dolls too. I'll go. So her and I went to that show and we had the time of our lives. I came home and I'm showing Metalhead all of these videos and he's like, yeah, suck. No, thank you. So I literally, excuse me, I literally listen to almost anything. He literally is like just metal. So it balances out because Mini Metalhead is kind of more like me. She has a more open mind when it comes to music and she'll listen to anything once and see if she likes it or not. So it makes it kind of a good mix. Nice. Kelly, if you like the like stuff like that, I might need to talk to you about maybe going and like seeing a Philharmonic show or something like that because see, I'm into like orchestra stuff too. So I'm just saying. Silver Creek, Iris. I did not think that Mini Metalhead even knew any Goo Goo Dolls. Say that 3 times fast. I didn't think she knew any Goo Goo Dolls songs at all, let alone like know their names. And they started to play Iris, and she got so excited. She's like, "Oh my god, it's Iris!" And I'm like, what? How? I did not know. Like, she's kind of a closet listen to other music fan, I guess. It was insane, but yeah. But yes, Kelly. Oh my gosh, like there have been so many shows at the embassy that I have wanted to go and see as far as like orchestra stuff. He will not go to. And I don't necessarily feel comfortable going to shows alone. So, yeah, Kelly, we may have to work something out, ma'am. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I think it was in middle school because I used to play the flute in middle school and high school band. I was second chair flute. And we had an opportunity to go and play with the Philharmonic. And I don't remember what the reason was now, but I didn't actually get to do it. And I was devastated. Like, how cool would it be to be able to play with a symphony like that of wind instruments and reed instruments and just it would have been really cool, but I didn't get that opportunity. So, but I still love seeing that. Kelly, I would totally be the third wheel on a date night with you and Jake to go and see the Philharmonic. I'm not, you don't even have to act like you know who I am. Let's just like meet up together and go and then go our separate ways. Like, I am totally okay with that. Totally okay with that. Patty, so funny story. I actually taught myself how to play the flute. My mom couldn't afford for me to take lessons, couldn't afford for me, barely was able to afford my flute, if we're being honest. And so I taught myself how to play. And a lot of it I learned by ear, and I had to teach myself how to read sheet music. But this may sound corny to some of you, but I learned how to play My Heart Will Go On by ear. And I could play the whole song just learning it by ear. So I loved it. Kelly, I'm telling you, I would absolutely have loved the opportunity to play with the Philharmonic. It would have been the coolest experience, like, ever. Stephen P, hello. I've got like 15 minutes until my hour is up, you guys. So yeah, I'm trying to think of things to talk about. Doc Anthony, hello Doc. How are you? And you guys, again, I am trying so hard to keep up with the comments here. Not always easy. Oh no, Patty, I did not know you played flute. That's so cool. Um, I mean, and I'm not gonna sit here and say that I was the best flute player in the world. Out of five of us, my seventh grade year, I was second chair, self taught. The teacher, our instructor, whatever you want to call him, did not believe that I was self taught. He was like, there is no way with your talent that you taught yourself how to read sheet music and play. And I was like, yeah, actually I did. It's called being poor and it's called improvising. And, when you want to do something, you do it. And I've always had the mindset, if I want something done or if I want to learn something, I'm going to do it. I don't I don't necessarily need to pay you to teach me how to do it. Just leave me alone to my own devices and I'm going to learn it. And I did. And I enjoyed it thoroughly. I wouldn't necessarily say I'm a flute dropout. High school dropout, yeah. So, I mean, once you drop out of high school, you don't. I could have continued to play flute, and I still sometimes think about buying another flute and picking it back up again. But instruments are expensive, and I just cannot afford, even used right now, I cannot afford to buy another flute, or I would. I think in town at some of these music places, the cheapest used flute I have found is $250, and I can't even guarantee that it's going to be in working condition, playable condition. So I just kind of, I don't know. It's a pipe dream to get back into it, I guess. What is Nathan doing? Pocket modding. Who did he pocket mod? What is Nathan doing? Quit it, Nathan. Get me a kazoo? Okay. That is ridiculous. Nathan, get your phone out of your pocket, sir. Yeah, I actually would love to get back into flute again, but right now I just can't forget. Okay, it looks like a lot of you guys are starting to leave now because Scruffy City is live, so maybe it's time for me to cut it? I don't know. Nathan, you put Kelly in timeout, sir. My dog rolled over on my phone. It's okay, Nathan. You're not the first person to pocket mod, and you definitely won't be the last. I don't, on the StreamYard side, I can't even see how long you put her into timeout for. But yeah. Definitely, if you're watching on your phone, be careful about pocket modding. I won't hold it against you though, because I've done it before. I think anybody that mods and does it on their cell phone at least once has accidentally pocket modded somebody at some point. Oh no, Silver Creek got deleted too? Come on now. Were you physically deleted though, Silver Creek, or were you Google modded? Because Google sometimes won't allow things to come through. So, I mean, all of my mods know that I'm pretty chill. As long as you're respectful and you're not cussing a whole lot on my stream, I'm cool. Monday nights on Metalhead stream, that's when y'all get to let loose and cuss and have a good time. See, Dave, that's what I'm saying. Like, if I could actually afford to buy another flute and get back into it, I definitely would. But I mean, you guys know Josh talked about everything on his live stream about all the trouble he's, was in, everything that we have paid thus far, and everything we still have to pay until February. So money is like super, super, super tight. I don't have the luxury of going and doing that right now. But even before all of that, getting another flute has, it's been a dream for me to get back into it. It's just one of those that really hasn't been feasible. So maybe I'm going to have to start saving up my money one way or another. Steven says he didn't see the chat come through, so it must have been Google. Yeah, see, that's the thing. Google mods things too, and I don't like that. Nathan, you're fine. Nobody's gonna hold it against you. Um, just let that be a lesson learned and keep an eye, you know, absolutely make sure that your chat is not on while you're watching or whatever you need to do. But it happens. I'm not going to hold it against you. It's totally fine. Oh no, Google does not like that word. Google doesn't like a lot of words that you tend to put into live stream chats, unfortunately. It's kind of crazy. Just be careful, Nathan. Google get ya. Okay. I don't I don't feel like I have anything else really that I need to tell you guys. And in all honesty, I should probably shut this down anyway and keep an eye on how soon Minnie and Metalhead are ready to come home so that I can get them an Uber to get home safe. So, Patty, you're right. When you're sleeping and pocket modding, nobody can do anything. Nathan, I agree that I wish that, the owner of the channel or whatever could undo a pocket mod. But I don't think Kelly is going to hold that against you either. Kelly really is a sweetheart. I don't think she's going to hold it against you. Don't worry about it at all. She also knows accidents happen. Yeah, Kelly absolutely. There it is. You're out of jail, Kelly. You're out of jail. She knows it wasn't on purpose. You were asleep and almost joined someone's live stream. Now that's talent, Silver Creek, because there's no way. That's awesome. She's back. Yes. Nathan, she's back. All is well. You're fine. No worries. It's fine. And I know where she lives, so I could go give her big giant hugs for you and apologize for you in person if I had to. It's okay. It's totally fine. There you go, Nathan. Nobody pocket mods more than Kelly. It's what she does. She gets it. She totally gets it. Okay, guys, I really am. I'm coming up on my hour. And I have gotten a few messages from Mini Metalhead regarding the show. So I am going to pop off of here. Make sure that they are doing okay. Probably get ready to order their Uber to get them back home. I absolutely appreciate you guys for coming in on a pop up that wasn't even scheduled to say hi to me because I do miss talking to all of you. If you can hang out for 2 more weeks, I am going to be able to go back to my regular Saturday night stream. And in the meantime, you will see me on Friday nights and Monday nights on Metalhead streams. So until then, you guys, hang in there for the rest of your week. I'd say it's almost done, but it's kind of not really almost done. So hang in there, and hopefully I will see you guys Friday. But until then, I love all of you so much. Replay crew, people that were here, moderators, subscribers, all of you. I love every single one of you so much. And I will see you again soon. You guys have a great night.